Hello, welcome to the Wild Garden Farms kitchen. I'm so happy to be back after the holidays and back in the swing of things. So here we are with more kitchen herbalism recipes. This month we are featuring rosemary. I chose this herb because it's an antidepressant. It's like a mild antidepressant, so it is very uplifting and brightening, and it's very helpful for, these months, these kind of darker, colder months. I chose it because it helps us to break down and to digest heavier, fattier, higher protein foods like we just ate over the holidays or that we tend to eat during the winter. Those soups and stews and roasts that we love to eat this time of year. You can hear our new pup chewing on his bone in the background, so apologies if it's too much noise. Rosemary, fabulous for circulation, fabulous for digestion, mild antidepressant, and also huge for cognition. Rosemary from memory is a very favorite phrase. It just helps to sharpen, to focus, to remember. It's stimulating in a gentle way. So this month we are working with rosemary. I thought we have a lot of recipes coming up this month with fresh rosemary. I need to use up my dried rosemary. Do y'all ever have this? It's just the last little bit in all of the packs and then they get stuffed together somewhere. So let's use them. I'm just gonna pour all of them in a mason jar. Today we are making an oxymel. So oxy is for the vinegar. So this is half vinegar and the mel is for honey. So it is half vinegar, half honey, a very old and traditional preparation. The vinegar extracts certain properties of the rosemary and the other plants as well. Honey extracts certain properties, and together it is a fabulous combination. So not only are we getting the benefits of the rosemary, think about honey on its own, what it does for our immune system, how great it is for our bodies, and same with vinegar and digestion, especially when you have raw apple cider vinegar, all the benefits of the mother and the probiotics in there. Okay, so I am going to put about 1/3 of a cup into this jar. Because it is dried, it's a little bit more potent because the water content is out. Now, if I were using fresh, I would do a full cup of chopped rosemary. So let me just show you about how much is in there, okay? All that's left to do for your oxymel is to fill it half with vinegar and half with honey. That's it. You could do this with thyme. Oh, there goes the chunk of the mother in the quart jar. We're just gonna leave it in there. Extra beneficial, good bacteria for our bodies. And then raw honey. So you could use thyme, would be a lovely one. Rose makes a fantastic oxymel. You could use some of your spices, so like a ginger, a turmeric would be delicious. Even a garlic if you want that extra medicine flavor. Okay. Rosemary, half vinegar, half honey. Because we have vinegar in the jar, we don't want to corrode and get any of this metal into the medicine. So we just put a piece of parchment paper, or you can use a plastic lid in between the lid and the jar, and then shake. You're gonna wanna shake it until the honey and the vinegar are completely blended, which they are. You're gonna wanna put a label on here with Rosemary Oxymel, the date, and maybe set a little timer on your phone for the month. Or what you can do is a really good idea. One of my herbal apprentices came out with this idea. Put the done date on here. And that way you're not like, wait, how long? And counting. You just know by looking at the jar when it's ready. So we're gonna let this sit for at least a month. And this is going to be a fabulous digestive. So you can take it before or after you eat to help with digestion of all your foods. It is going to be a mood booster. I love taking rosemary oxymel, so I will put about 2 tablespoons in a glass and fill it with sparkling water. I'll show you in a second, for an afternoon pick-me-up, and especially during these cold months, for just the stimulating and mental boosting effects. It just tastes delicious. You can turn this into a salad dressing. There are many things you can do with oxymels. Think about whenever you would use vinegar in cooking and just replace with your oxymel. So I'm gonna show you in a second how to strain with another oxymel that's been sitting for a month, and my favorite way to take them. Imagine it's been a month, and I'm gonna strain out an oxymel that I made about 8 weeks ago. This is actually a basil one, and I blended it all up with the vinegar. So take your cheesecloth or nut milk bag or some kind of strainer and just pour it through. And then give it a good squeeze. Now your hands will be vinegary and honeyed after you do this. But that's the fun of making herbal medicine in your kitchen. It gets on you, all the delicious smells, all the yummy tastes, just permeate your house. All right, so you strain it out. I'm gonna pour it into a different container and then store it again with a plastic lid, or with the parchment paper between the metal and the glass. I told you I was gonna show you my absolute favorite way to take any and all oxymels. They are so good. This is a catnip oxymel. My stomach's been a little funky today, so I want a really nice, soothing, digestive herb. So catnip, just like rosemary, helps you to digest. I've been eating a lot of fatty foods lately, helps to digest all those foods. So I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of the oxymel into the most fun glass that you have. And then take some sparkling water and fill it up. And voila, the most perfect afternoon pick-me-up medicinal treat you could ever imagine. It is sweet, it is tangy from the vinegar, but not overpowering. It is medicinal. You can taste the herbs. Ah, that is so good. And you can try to blend if you want. I like plain sparkling water, but a rosemary oxymel with like a watermelon sparkling water would be lovely. So you can play with those flavors too. So let it sit and infuse for a month. The honey extracts certain properties of the rosemary. The vinegar extracts other properties of the rosemary. So the combination of these two and the aromatics of the rosemary is unparalleled. Really powerful medicine for digestion and a cognitive boost and a mood boost and a memory boost. And who doesn't need that? I'm so glad that we are back and in the swing of things. As easy as putting 3 things in a jar together. So I hope you try it. I'm gonna put the link to the recipe below and also information on rosemary, the Rosemary Plant Bio, so you can know exactly what it is that you're taking, exactly what it is that you're making, and exactly what it is, the power that you are drinking. So have a lovely week, and we'll see you soon.